There's a reason you're here right now. Not because the algorithm got lucky, not because you clicked at random. You're here because something inside you recognized this moment before your conscious mind even registered what you were looking at. This video doesn't find people randomly. It finds people who are standing at a very specific threshold, the one right before everything falls into place. Right before all that patience, all that work, all those quiet moments when you kept going even though nothing seemed to be moving. Right before all of that finally clicks. You're closer than you think, closer than you've ever been. And this message appearing in your life right now, that's not coincidence. That's confirmation. The shift you've been building toward is already in motion. You just can't see it yet. But you're about to. Let me tell you what happens right before everything falls into place. There's this specific feeling that shows up. You've probably been experiencing it for weeks, maybe months. It's hard to describe, but it's real. It's like standing in a dark room, knowing the light switch is right in front of you, but you can't quite find it yet. You can feel it though, the possibility, the nearness of it. Like something is about to unlock, about to shift, about to finally make sense. But nothing's happened yet, at least not visibly. So you start to wonder if you're imagining it, if you're just telling yourself stories to cope with how long this is taking, if maybe you've been wrong this whole time about where you're headed. That doubt, that's not a sign you're off track. That's actually proof you're almost there. Because here's what most people don't understand about moments like this. They don't announce themselves in advance. They build in silence, under the surface, in places you can't see or measure or track. You've been doing the work, showing up, making choices that nobody applauded because they couldn't see where those choices were leading. And the whole time you've been wondering if any of it matters, if it's ever going to pay off. And the answer is yes. It's all been accumulating. Every decision, every sacrifice, every moment you chose to keep going when it didn't make sense. It's all been building towards something. And that something is about to break through the surface. You know when a candle burns down to the last bit of wax? For hours it looks the same. The flame stays steady, nothing changes. You could walk away and come back and it would look identical. But underneath, something's happening. The wax is thinning, the flame is getting closer to the bottom. And then one moment, it reaches the base, and in seconds, everything changes. The flame flares, the last of the wax melts away. What took hours to build up dissolves in an instant. That's where you are right now. You've been burning steady for so long that you stopped noticing. You convinced yourself nothing was changing, that maybe it never would. But the wax is almost gone. The flame is right there at the base. One more moment, one more breath, and everything you've been working toward ignites. Not because you forced it, but because you stayed. Because you kept the flame burning even when nothing seemed to be moving. And now it's about to move all at once. I know you've heard this before. I know people have told you to just be patient, just trust the process, just keep going. And you have. You've been patient. You've trusted when it didn't make sense to trust. But now there's this new layer to it. It's not just hope anymore. It's knowing. Deep cellular knowing that something is different this time. That all those aligned actions are finally reaching the point where they can't stay hidden anymore. You can feel it in your body, softly in the ways opportunities are starting to appear, in the way conversations are shifting, in the way doors that were locked for years are suddenly cracking open. That's not your imagination. That's momentum. Real momentum. The kind that's been building underground and is about to surface in ways that will surprise you. Here's what I need you to understand. The reason it's felt so hard lately, the reason doubt has been louder than usual, the reason you've been questioning everything, that's not evidence you're failing. That's you shedding the last version of yourself that can't hold what's coming. You're being stretched, expanded, prepared for something bigger than what you've been asking for. And that process is uncomfortable. It has to be. Because the person you were 6 months ago couldn't handle what you're about to receive. You had to become someone different, someone who's proven they won't quit when things get hard. And you've done that. You've already passed the test. Softly, you just don't know it yet because the results haven't been posted. But they're coming, faster than you think. Here's what I want you to watch for. Things are about to start moving fast. Doors will open that you stopped knocking on. People will reach out that you forgot you reached out to. Opportunities will appear that don't make logical sense based on where you were last month. Clarity will hit you about decisions you've been agonizing over. You'll feel lighter, even though nothing external has changed yet. That lightness, that's the energy shifting. That's the frequency of everything falling into place, replacing the frequency of waiting. And once that shift happens internally, the external reality has no choice but to follow. That's not wishful thinking. That's how it works. Your inner state creates your outer experience, and your inner state just hit the tipping point. The external evidence is on its way. You'll see it soon, sooner than you're ready for, honestly. But you'll handle it. You've been preparing for this moment longer than you realize. Now let's talk about what you need to do in this final stretch. And the answer might surprise you. Nothing. You don't need to push harder. You don't need to force anything. You don't need to make something happen. You just need to stay open. Stay ready. Stay aligned with the version of yourself that already has what you've been working toward. Because here's the thing about moments like this. They rarely come from grinding. They come from alignment, from getting out of your own way, from releasing the grip on how and when and through what channel it's supposed to arrive. Your job right now isn't to figure it all out. Your job is to trust that it's already figured out, to believe that all the pieces are moving into place behind the scenes, to stay in a state of expectant calm, not anxious hustle. What's coming isn't something you create, it's something you allow, and you're finally in a place to allow it. That's why this video found you now. So here's what I want you to do. If this landed, if something inside you recognized the truth in these words, go to the comments and type 3 words. I let go. That's it. No explanation, just that declaration. Because when you declare that you're letting go, you signal to your nervous system that the fight is over, that you're no longer trying to force it, that you're ready to receive instead of chase. And that shift in identity, that internal claim of readiness, that's the final key. That's what unlocks everything. And if you know someone who's been grinding, been waiting, been doubting whether their moment will ever come, share this with them. Ask them to write it too. I let go. Because sometimes we need permission to stop fighting and start receiving. This is that permission. Everything you've been working toward is closer than your fear wants you to believe. Every seed you planted is about to bear fruit. Every choice you made when nobody was watching is about to make sense. And when it does, when you see the evidence of everything you've been trusting, you'll understand why it had to take this long, why it had to be this hard, why you had to become who you've become to hold what's coming. None of it was wasted. All of it was necessary, and all of it is about to make sense in ways that will leave you breathless. You're not behind, you're not too late, you're not running out of time. You're standing at the exact moment right before everything falls into place. The candle is at the base, the wax is almost gone. One more moment and everything ignites. And this video finding you right now, that's not random, that's confirmation. You're ready, the timing is perfect, and everything you've been building toward is already in motion. You just can't see it yet. But you will, very soon. Stay open, stay ready, and watch how fast everything falls into place once you finally let go.